Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a live stream where I don't do it during office hours generally, but today being an important day in Nifty right now, as I see what has been happening in the last 15 minutes, a little bit more than that, 30, 35, 40 minutes roughly. Markets have been testing some key levels right now, and I thought I should do today's live stream during the last few minutes of the market hours. Everyone knows what's going around right now. We have been hit by tariffs, and the additional 25% has also been levied on us. What we have seen is there are few sectors which are in focus from a negative perspective, something like textile, be it gems and jewelry, be it something like seafood. Uh, all these have take. I'm sure they're going to take a pretty bad hit right now because of these 50% tariffs. Uh, Understand it's from both perspectives. Number one, for our exporters also, it's going to be a bad for our exporters also it's going to be a bad thing, but you can imagine for the importers, people from USA are also going to start to feel the heat, because when they are, for a US consumer, you can imagine goods are coming in their country at like plus 50%, right? So it's not going to be very easy. It's going to be a tight situation for both sides, those who are exporting worse and also for those who are importing. So three sectors which, at least I am not putting any money in right now, is one is textile, one is gems and jewelry, and one is something related to seafood. Okay, something like shrimps or whatever. Uh, I'm sure, like, if people like you and me, we can also understand the impact. Of course, government is also understanding the impact, and they will be thinking about taking certain actions for this. Uh, Something like, let us say, today only I read in the news that especially for textiles, there was an import duty waiver for cotton imports, and this waiver was only up until I think September end. But government has said that we will extend this duty free cotton, especially imports, up until 31st of December 2025. So point number one, what can government do? They can give more relief on imports, right? It's a lot of disturbance coming in. Just give me a second. Okay, right. So number one, as I said, it could be where some relief is given for the imported goods. Number one. Number two, what we are talking about as a GST stimulus or a GST rate cut. Everyone knows about the announcement that our Prime Minister made, but there was a backlash from the industry which said that, okay, you are saying that will happen in July, that will happen in Diwali, sorry. What about the big point that people may just postpone their decisions of spending till Diwali, which is like almost 2 months away. So for that, again, it is believed that a lot of groundwork is being done already, so that the GST rate cuts are preponed and not held back up until Diwali. So if there is a GST rate cut stimulus way beforehand, that could be a good point for overall consumption theme. Because please understand, see, whatever we were exporting to US, 100% can't be exported to some other countries. It has to be a mix and match. Something of that could be consumed within India. Something of whatever is produced in India could be exported. So we'll have to check what could be the right balance. And for the balance, number one, what they're doing is trying to boost the consumption in India. And for that, the latest decision about the GST rate cut. In fact, there was also a media appeal during, I think, one of the interviews, or I think one of the speeches in one of the rallies, Prime Minister mentioned, he urged the citizens to buy made in India goods. So with this, it's an honest effort, where we try to ensure that a lot of products which are made in India are being consumed in India. Are we in a tough spot right now? We are. No second thoughts on that. We are absolutely in a tough spot. I'll just give you some parallels. Okay, if I'm talking about other Asian countries, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, all our neighboring countries, all are around 20% tariffs. Okay, 19-20% be it. Okay, Afghanistan is at 15% tariff. If I'm talking about something like Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, all are again somewhere between 19-20%. So Afghanistan is at 15%, but other than that, be it Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Bangladesh, Pakistan, what else did I say? Sri Lanka, all are around 20%. Where are we? We are at 50% right now. But you will very easily be able to understand the target of Trump. Now let us understand how much has he put as a tariff on BRICS nations, because that is the target for Trump right now. He doesn't want BRICS to be powerful. And if I were to understand how much is the tariff for BRICS nation, we are at 50%. So if I were to go in the same order, BRICS, B is Brazil, 50%. Russia, they said we are not going to do any business with Russia. India, again 50%. See China 30%, and maybe he's saying that we'll put additional tariff on China. Today only he has talked about imposing some maddening percentage of tariffs if China doesn't supply rare earth minerals to them. South Africa again 30%. See, please understand, whenever we are talking about 25% plus tariffs, it's very difficult to actually go ahead and do trade with other countries. Uh, I mean, especially here in the case of USA. So it's a very tough spot where we are in right now. We have to see what measures the government is taking, and these measures are something which can help India to go to a next level. Because number one, as I said, if GST is genuinely, I mean, if there is a rate cut as soon as possible, is it going to help only for 1 to 3 months or for coming years? It's going to help us for the years to come. So GST rate cut can be a game changer. Number two, like I gave as an example for cotton imports, they have mentioned that we will do a waiver for imports of cotton, the duty, especially the import tax, per se, import duty. It was going to end on September. They said we'll extend this to December. Maybe they can all. I mean, I also read this in the newspapers. I saw this in the news. There are also a lot of talks wherein government could incentivize these sectors, be it textiles, be it seafood related things, the ones gems and jewelries that I mentioned. If government can give some incentives, some additional incentives for them, so that there is, I mean, with a condition that there is no cut in the employment. Because please understand, there is going to be a pressure when they are going to lose some kind of business. The businessman is going to cut down on the costs, and one cost which businessmen typically cut down is the employee cost. So we actually don't want our unemployment levels to go up right now, and that is the reason why again it will be really important to see what steps, what measures the government takes up. So all these right now, that the points that we discussed are a little bit on a negative side, a little bit on a pain side. So it will be really important to see how the government initiatives are brought ahead, how are they actually implemented, how do they impact our markets. It will take some time. So is there a short to medium term pain? Yes, is what I feel, unfortunately. uh, all said and done, important point, I mean, our prime minister is going to visit two countries. I'm sure you already know about this. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, he's going to visit Japan. He's going to go there for the 15th India Japan annual summit that's going to happen in Tokyo. And I'm sure a lot of talks will happen around trade, technology, security cooperation. It could be about alternative export avenues as well, investment opportunities. I'm sure you might have seen videos of Maruti Suzuki car. Uh, I think it was somewhere in Gujarat. I don't remember which city exactly, but the Maruti Suzuki key person was talking about how India is also important for them. This EV, which is the Maruti EV, is going to be manufactured in India, but I think there were more than 10 countries plus to which these cars are going to be exported. So again, a good point that a lot of cars that are going to be made in India are going to be exported. But as I mentioned, only one or two avenues are not going to be enough for us, only automobiles or something like that. It has to be way more than that. So that is about the Japan visit. That's going to happen over the weekend. So Friday, Saturday is for Japan, and Sunday, Monday, that is the 31st of August and 1st of September, is this China's visit. He's going to visit Tianjin. I think Tianjin is someplace where apparently at the invitation of President Xi Jinping. And again, it will be really interesting to see what trade discussions, what investment discussions happen between China and India, because China knows for a fact that even though they are at 30% right now and India is at 50%, there is going to be a point where China is also going to be levied more tariffs. So both countries know. So that is the reason why I told you the tariffs on all the BRICS nations. It's high only for the BRICS nations. So it's high time that there is good cooperation in these five key BRIC nations, and something more, some better cooperation deals take place between these countries. That's what we all would want to see. As far as the impact of all these things on Nifty is concerned, I'll tell you my own. Oh yes, I think Vishal is saying that it's Hansalapur plant. I think that is correct. That is what I read in the news as well. But quickly going to Nifty levels, because today we saw something which I mean, no one would want to see. There was this gap, and yesterday, so if I were to just cut out these last two candles, okay, now here you can see, I'll just make this bigger. If you were to have a look at this, this is up until day before yesterday, and we were fearing that okay, this gap could be filled. Was this gap filled? Yes. And not only was this gap filled, we also saw a follow up candle today, and it has pretty much, I mean, not only filled the gap, gone way below that. What is the next key support according to me? Very, very clearly visible support, 24,300. Even if I were to, I mean, if you can see this is the recent swing low, right? 24,300. I don't think this will be broken very, very easily. Ideally, it should see some sort of support here. Unfortunately, if this gets broken, then I feel our previous support that we were talking about, 23,800, this support I should draw an all touch. This level, 23,800, could the doors be open for 23,800 is the big question. But I feel 24,300 should ideally act as a good support. Even if you check option chain, oh by the way, again, this is really important before I talk about option chain. Anyone who is trading in F&O, you should know this, that today would be the last Thursday where Nifty will expire on a Thursday. Starting 1st of September, Nifty is going to expire on Tuesdays. So weekly expiry also on Tuesday, monthly expiry also on a Tuesday. So that is going to happen for Nifty, and exactly opposite will happen for Sensex. Sensex, which used to expire on Tuesdays, weekly as well as monthly, will now start expiring on Thursdays. Okay, so I hope this is absolutely clear. Preeti Singh, head and shoulder pattern for Nifty, is it? Ah, okay, okay. Let me just show what she was referring to. Let me share my screen. Hopefully, there is a failure for this pattern. I will just remove all ranks. Hopefully this doesn't happen. It can be painful again. So this is kind of a complex head and shoulder is what we would say. The left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder, but it has to be till here, then it will be completed. So again, the point that I was saying, right, 23,300, a big uh, key support. If this is broken, oh my god, in that case, a fresh round of sell-off could happen. Typically, we say that in such a case, the first target could be the shoulder height, which is around 3%, roughly from the neckline. Neckline, say 3% will be around 23,500. Oh god, I don't want even to, I don't want to check the length of the head. It will be pretty depressing. But I mean, the point that I was telling you, right, I feel that 24,300 should hold good is what I believe. We have seen Nifty staying strong, and that in itself seems to be a good support there, right? mm, so Preeti, hopefully we don't get to see the neckline breakdown. Any quick questions till then? Also, one quick announcement, because there are so many people who want to really discuss a lot of points with me. So I'm going to come live in Ahilyanagar, earlier known as Ahmednagar. I'm going to come live on 14th of September, 11:30 a.m. We are going to have a separate question and answer session where you all can ask your market related doubts to me directly. Of course, I don't take any stock specific related queries, but if it's about at a general level, about the market perspective, sectoral perspective, yes, is a separate section on that. I'm going to talk about how AI can be used for investing. So many points which are going to happen in this live session. Only thing, it's in Marathi. So anyone who is comfortable learning in Marathi, please don't forget to check out the links in the pinned comment and in the description box below. Rajesh is saying tomorrow we have Reliance AGM in second half. Absolutely. Of course, these company level meetings are important, but right now my focus is on two meetings. Our Prime Minister's meeting in Japan and second one in China. Any other quick question today? Wanted to do it as a short and sweet live stream, 15, 16 minutes. I think this is it. No other questions. Okay, I hope you found some value. Write down these two key levels, 24,300 and 23,000. One more time, I'm repeating 24,300 as an important level, and the second important level, 23,800. Okay, both levels are absolutely important. Don't forget these. Note them down. Deepak is saying lovely. Thank you so much. Aniruddha is saying today evening meeting will not happen now because I've done it in the afternoon. Plus, there are, we have Ganpati at our home. It's only 1.5 days, so we'll have Ganpati Visarjan today. So, would not do the live stream in the evening. Okay. Absolutely. Malvinder is saying tariff, no tariff doesn't matter to long term investors in India. So true. All these hiccups are going to come up. But if we are long term investors, if we just ignore the noise, if you have seen my immediate previous video, you might have seen the fact that last 10 calendar years, all 10 calendar years, Nifty has ended in green, be whatever it is. We have seen so many things in the last 10 years, right? You can just make a list of all these things. But overall, have the returns been in green on a calendar year basis? Answer is yes. Just check my previous video. Pooja, if you can just paste the link here as well as in the description box so that everyone can get to know about, in spite of FIS selling, in spite of so many problems, ultimately we have ended in green. So for all the long-term investors, in fact, all these are like buying opportunities. So don't miss out such opportunities right now. I've said this somewhere that अच्छा भाव और अच्छा भाव एक साथ नहीं मिलता है. अच्छा भाव is sentiment and अच्छा भाव is price. You can't have good price, cheap price, discounted price at a very positive sentiment. It can't happen. So whenever sentiment is bad, that is when you can get stocks at discounted prices. So I hope you have understood all the key points for today. Nifty closed 24,000, 24,500 plus. Nice. Let's see what is the adjusted closing price. Sometimes, the adjustments, it could be a shade different post adjustment. We'll have to watch that. REC la grahan laglay Suhas. REC is not performing well right now. It is still in the correction zone. Can't see any key support right now. Their results have not been pathetic at all. Results have been average-ish. I can't say that great results, but average-ish results. But it's not honoring any specific support right now. So of course, anyone who's a short-term investor need to be worried. For long-term investors, that's absolutely okay, right? All right. So again, a quick shout out from me as well. Wherever possible, whenever possible, try and buy Indian goods. We are the ones who can bring more stability to our economy. I'm not saying that don't buy even one product from outside India. Of course, we are used to certain products, but wherever possible, wherever you can, just try and make that small effort. If you have already purchased products from outside, of course, we are not going to throw that away. We are going to use that. And in fact, I'm also going one step ahead and I'm saying that yes, I'm not saying if you're buying 10 products, 10 on 10 have to be Indian, but we can make an effort that at least 8 on 10 are Indian products. Let's try and also give some boost to our own economy, right? Well, that's it from my side for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.